This is Michael at BigMuddyFishing.com, and today we're at Desoto Bend fishing for common carp. We're out at Desoto Bend, which is on the Nebraska-Iowa border. Currently we're in Iowa, and today we're going to be fishing for carp with field corn that's been soaked in vanilla extract. This is field corn that I boiled for an hour. I make a big batch of it. I then freeze it. Then the night before I go out, I take out, what I need, and I add some sugar to it because I believe carp like sugar. And then I add some vanilla extract and I let it soak for, about 10 to 12 hours overnight. And then we have our pack bait on a method feeder, method cage. And it's basically just oats, panko, strawberry jello, cream corn, and canned sweet corn. And I pack it around a method feeder. You will see this in all my other previous videos. And so this lake is special to me. You've probably seen me talk about this in a previous video. This is the lake that I have my fondest memories. Well, one of my fondest memories. I would say Branch Oak is probably a fond memory too. But this is where my dad used to take me when I was young with my Zebco 202. And I remember right across the lake, right over here, and we might try this spot later. That's where I remember catching my first carp on dough ball on a Zebco 202 spin cast. And I remember the adrenaline it gave me, and that's when I became hooked to fishing. And so that was probably 40 some years ago. And so this lake is very special to me. And so we're gonna get this out there. We've caught in this lake before on corn. The catfish here like the corn. The big mouth buffalo, I believe is called. And there's a smallmouth buffalo and a smallmouth buffalo and a big mouth buffalo. And I incorrectly said smallmouth buffalo, but it was actually a big mouth buffalo. So we might catch a buffalo here on corn. We'll get this out there. Right now I just have my Ugly Stick GX2 and my Okuma Avenger 4000 series bait feeder. We'll put it on my pod down here. I also have a Cast King Sharky bait feeder, I believe 3 5000 series. I got a new one in the mail. I was going to switch it out, switch the Okuma out and go all Cast King, because the Cast King's a little better, not better, bigger. I think the Okuma Avenger 5000 series would probably work just as well as the Cast King, but in my experience, my Cast Kings have been casting farther because they're bigger reels. They have more line on them. But let's get this out there. Let's get the other one baited up and we'll see what happens. Got him. All right, let's our patience wore off. Let's get this fish off, put him in the mat, and I'll bring him up. This little fatty. You give me a second, I'll get you out. I'll get you out. I'll get you out. I'll get you taken care of. I'll get you taken care of. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you. I want to take care of you. We're gonna bring the mat up close so we don't drop the fish. All right, so our patience wore off. Let me grab a towel. All right, so it took about an hour of waiting, but finally happened. Let's get this fish up so you can see. The mat's right here. A strong, healthy, strong fish. It's fighting me pretty good. All right, so there's our first carp of the day. I don't know, 6-7 pounds. Like I always say, I'm bad at guessing. Took the field corn soaked in sugar and vanilla extract on a hair rig with pack bait, and so let's get this fish back in the water. Came off. Yep. Got off. Yeah, it got off. That was a slightly bigger one. But at least we know they're up here now. I don't think this is a carp. Oh, well, it could be. We'll see. Now it's running like a carp. Alright, here's our second fish. Let's get it on the mat and I'll bring it up to the camera. About the same size, I would say, but I don't know, 7, 8, 9 pounds. I'm horrible at guesstimating. We'll get it on the mat and bring it up. All right, this is our second fish of the day. Let's get it up here in the match right here. All right. Okay, so this is our second fish. It came on a same bait, just field corn that's been soaked in vanilla extract and sugar. And I don't know, I'm very bad at estimating. If I say 8, it's 6 or 7. So I'm gonna say 6 to 7 pounds. We're still trying to get one above the teens here, hoping that this lake will produce one. This lake recently got flooded by the river, so there's got to be some bigger carp in here that came in a flood, and some carp that lived in here previously. So let's get this fish back in the water. Well, that's the third fish, and unfortunately it caused quite a mess. So we got to get this mess cleaned up. It's raining. All right. Quite the mess. It's gonna take me a while to get all this untangled. I'm gonna have to just cut it all out. Start over. Alright. Alright, so here's our third fish. They're all about the same size. Let's get this fish up. Alright, so there's a third fish. They're all about the same size. I got the mat down below, so I'm not gonna drop it. I would say, I don't know, 6 to 7 pounds. I'm always bad at guessing, so if I say 6 to 7, it's probably 5, but I think it's a little bit bigger than 5. So 6 to 7 pounds, took the same bait, took a field corn soaked in, boiled field corn soaked in vanilla extract and sugar on a hair rig with a pack bait. And so let's get this fish back in the water and I'll see if I can get this mess untangled. One thing I've learned about tangles, it's better to cut it out and start over. But he got into my line and both lines are tangled up. So I'm not fishing right now. So let's get this fish back in the water. Let's see if we can get a fourth fish. We're hoping for something bigger, something over the teens. And he swims off. Now let's see if we can get the mess cleaned up. Little guy. We need to net him. Maybe I should net him. Alright, little guy. Alright, gonna put him in the mat. Alright, so this is our third fish and not a very big fish. You know, a 1-2 pound fish. My friends who fish for flathead would say put him on a bait and put him in the river, see if you catch a flathead on him, but he's lucky today. I'm not fishing for flatheads and I never really use live carp for anything. I usually let all my carp go. So we're going to get him back. We got another run going on here, so let's hope this one's bigger. Get this fish back. You want to go the other way, buddy? Okay, I want to show you how I make my pack bait. Do realize there's nothing scientific to this. You're going to find many other pack bait recipes on YouTube. I don't know any ratio. I just kind of put it in there till I feel like it'll work for me. I kind of got a system. This is my way. Not saying it's the best way, but it does work. And so, first of all, we're going to start with old-fashioned oats, the Great Value brand. That's what I use. No reason to get any expensive stuff. And this is gonna be a short session. But one thing you can do is you can freeze this, and I freeze it. If I have any left over, and I just use it later, I unthaw it. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with about half of this. So we get about half of the oats in there. The next ingredient is panko from Walmart. You want the plain panko, not any Italian vegetable seasoning. You want panko breadcrumbs. And I pour maybe about half of that in there. And the next ingredient is strawberry jello, just Great Value strawberry jello. Everything is Great Value Walmart brand. Go as cheap as you can. The carp don't care. I'm going to use the whole thing this time. You could use half, but I want to make it extra strawberry. This is just strawberry gelatin. Other things will work. Pineapple maybe would work, cherry would work, grape would probably work. I don't think the carp really care. But strawberries always work, so I'm going to keep going with strawberry. Then I pour in a whole can of cream style corn, great value cream style corn. And just get it all in there. And another ingredient I will add, is just some regular corn. I have some here, so I'm going to go down and get it. Just a little bit of just regular canned corn. I have it in this, but this is just great value canned corn I got from the store. I'm just going to put a couple handfuls in the bucket. You know, I usually drain it, but I'll put a little bit of that in there. I don't want them eating corn. I want them coming around pecking and finding the corn on the hook. So I don't put a lot of corn in there. That's just my theory. I don't know if it works. I catch fish. And when it stops working, I'll try something else. You know. And then I just mix it all up until it's a consistency I want. I will say you do want this to sit for like 10 minutes before it's really set up. And so you just get it until it's packed. Get it all mixed up. If it's too dry, add some lake water. If it's too wet, add some more ponca or oats until you get it right. For me, I just get it till it'll pack on there and I can throw it out. And, uh-oh, you might have a run. Well, we missed that fish, and this is on the corn. This is on the corn that I soaked in coconut, just regular canned corn. And as you can tell, they keep stripping my corn, so that's kind of why I like field corn. So I'm gonna switch back to field corn on this, and what we'll do in the future is we'll soak some field corn and coconut and see if, obviously they like coconut, but it's not efficient for me to keep changing this bait out because it's got this soft canned corn on it. Anyway, like I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, let this sit for 10 minutes. If it's too wet, add some more oats. If it's too dry, add some lake water. It's simple as that. Let's get this other pole rigged up. This one. Be a better one, y'all. Alright, this is a lot bigger. This is probably the best fish I've caught out here. This one's a lot bigger. Let's see if we can get it up the camera. Right in the jaw with that one. Let's see. Yeah, that's a beast there. Okay. Alright, we got this fish in the mat. Let's see if we can show it to you. Get some stuff out the way here. Alright. Now, this is one of those times when I do want to weigh a fish. I'm definitely going to say this one's over 10 pounds. I'm just going to call it now. Let's get it up so you can see it. Alright. She's feisty. Alright, now there. That is definitely 9 to 10 pounds. That fish took a same bait I've been using. That was on a hair rig with field corn on it. It's been soaked in vanilla extract and sugar. I'm not going to weigh this fish. I do have the ability to weigh this fish, but I'm just going to take a couple pictures, see if I can get a couple pictures real quick, and we'll get this fish back. Let's get this fish back in the water. Let's take a couple pictures first, then we'll get this fish back in the water. All right, well, we caught what I want to say 4 fish, if I'm right. 2 like 7, 8 pounders, that one little guy, and then that last one that I'm gonna say 9, 10, or 11. I don't know. It's starting to rain, and you know it's always my goal to try to at least catch 3 fish in a video. So we've exceeded that, and so I don't want this $1,000 camera to get fried in the rain. I got a rag over it so it's not getting wet, but it's not worth it. We're gonna pack it in. We're gonna call it a good day, and we'll see you next time. This is Michael at BigMuddyFishing.com. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave comments. I love you all.